And welcome to another little quick segment of D Photographers. Just doing a quick little review. I wanted to join the community on my feedback on these wonderful Yongnuo YN-560 speed lights. I've been having a great time with these, and it's also really nice to start off with some off flash setups with very strong light sources, and then of course nice features at a reasonable cost. So it's just been really nice to kind of join in on the strobist setup. Definitely want to just kind of go over the features really quick. Very excited about having two at the moment, but I will actually try to get at least two more. I do actually like to stage lights in different ways, and of course create different fills. So this is actually very exciting. With this, definitely just kind of looking at the body, it is very sturdy and does have a lot of resemblance to Canon Speedlight. I guess the most popular one is the 580 right now, but definitely has its own design once you get close, because it is definitely a manual flash. One of the really nice features of this wonderful $60 flash is that it has a swivel head. I've had a manual flash in the past, and I definitely didn't get a tilt feature and a swivel feature that goes 90-degree to the right, and then full 180 to the left. So that's really nice to have that feature on this particular flash. And then of course having that built-in slave feature in the unit, so that way I can definitely put it in a full slave mode and use it as, my second or third off flash light source. Does have a really nice sturdy housing power pack over here, or I should say power source department here. Your AA batteries do go there with a nice little spring door, and it slides into so. Really good thing about these flashes as well, again, to add to its sturdiness, is that it does have a metal foot. It's not plastic, so you can do a little bit more wear and tear. You do want to be kind of gentle with your equipment, but not all of us are, so it's actually nice to have a very sturdy metal foot there. And then also you can get this wonderful setup here, where if you're needing to do an external PC port, or you're using a power pack, external power pack, you can also get connected there. So it's nice to have those type of outlets. Just to kind of talk about some of the features on the back of the camera. I think I had this one on earlier, but let me just kind of power it back up. One of the things I did kind of notice on one of my units, and some may just have their own little hiccups, but I do have to hold down the power button on one of my units for at least maybe 3 to 4 seconds in order for it to really fully power up. And I've done everything, and that's what it requires. So it may just have its own little minor thing, but just kind of going beyond that, you may have your own little hiccups, but that was the only thing that I had about this flash. This one, not so much, but I do have to hold down the button maybe 2 to 3 seconds in order for it to fully power up. So don't be alarmed if you're trying to cut it on and then it powers back down. Just kind of go over the buttons over the back here. Great thing about this flash, it does go up to full power. So you do have your little selector buttons features down here, so you can definitely go up to full power. Then you can actually power it down to 1/28th of a power. And the great thing about working with manual flashes is that you are in control of your output. So definitely you can go up to whatever eighth or quarter, and then of course you can go in between eighths with the top and bottom buttons there. So it's really nice to be able to control that. And then of course you have your mode button. Your mode button basically allows you to do, actually, if you're on camera, your full manual, and then of course if you're just doing your off flash setups, you can do an S1, which will allow the flash to power off during any type of pre-flash setting that you may have on your primary source, or you can cut that off and just let it be a full slave, which is the S2. Again, one of the things I kind of noticed working with these multiple units here, I do have to be in S1 in order for my secondary flash to power off. If I don't have any type of trigger, wireless trigger or transceiver receiver unit on it, I do have to be in S1 in order for it to power off. So you don't necessarily have to have it in the S2 mode. So just one little thing there. Then you have this wonderful button, which I absolutely fell in love with, which is the sound button. It's nice to have that sound button on, so that way you know when your flash is ready to fire off again when it's recycled. So it's nice to be able to just have these kind of sitting off, and then of course it just kind of beeps for you, so you know that you can power off your next shot. So it's really nice to have that feature. I haven't had any issues with this particular flash overheating, but it can, and it does have a power safety mode. So it does go into a power safety mode, which you do have to turn off the unit, cut the unit back on, and then of course click on your little test or pilot button to release that power safety mode. So after that, you're able to go back to putting out the flash the way you would want. So it's nice to do that. And then of course that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, it does come with your wide angle diffuser. Um, Again, you won't really get this on other manual flashes, for this much. And then a little bounce card. So again, you do get a lot of features that you would get in a pro, or what we call pro flash bodies that you would spend about 350 and above. But you can definitely get that within these manual flashes. So I recommend this already to 2 other photographer friends. They love it. I always make them guess, hey, how much do you think I paid for this? And they're shocked every time. So again, you can get a lot of good light from these wonderful units, and I would recommend them definitely if you're just starting off or just wanting to incorporate multiple light setups while you're out and about and want to be as minimalist as possible. So again, that's my review, and thanks so much for tuning in.